Why it sucks to be General Grievous. You come into the galaxy, breathing the dust of Kalee. The air is thin, the soil is red, and the gods are carved in bone. From the moment you can walk, you are taught that life is not a gift, but a fight. Your people, the Kalee, live for war. They wrap their faces in masks of tusk and ivory, carved to honor the ancestors, to remind you that every battle must be repaid. By the time you can lift a rifle, you already know what it means to kill. Childhood ends early here. The land is harsh, carved by winds that never sleep. Dust storms roll across the plains, choking the horizon in red haze. Nights bring a cold so deep it cuts through bone, but fires in the villages burn with chanting. Families wear masks not only for battle, but to mark identity, each line painted for blood lost or blood taken. When you train as a child, you aim at rocks shaped like skulls. When you succeed, your father scratches another mark into your mask. Proof that victory and survival are the same. The enemies of your people are not beasts. They are the Hook, insectoid raiders who descend from the sky in ships of metal. They slash through jungles, burn villages, drag children into slavery. Their language is a buzz of mandibles you never care to understand. To the Kalee, they are demons without honor, carrion dressed in armor. You learn their habits, how they swarm in numbers, how they favor the night, how they panic when ambushed from cliffs. You answer with ambushes of your own, hunting parties that grow into campaigns. Victories pile high, and your mask becomes more than tradition. It is a warning. Your name, Kaimin Jai Shilal, spreads like fire. Hunters whisper it around campfires. Shrines are etched with it. Children carve it into dirt with sticks. Some call you a demigod, the greatest Kalee to ever live. Entire armies march at your command, masks painted with your crest. Villages fall silent when you pass, not out of fear, but reverence. For a moment, it seems as though the Hook might finally be broken. But victory brings no peace. The Hook twists the story, painting your people as aggressors, and the Republic listens. Senators who cannot find Kalee on a star map declare you guilty. Trade routes close. Sanctions choke harder than any blade. Food runs out. Children die with no enemy to strike back at. Shrines gather dust. Fires burn out early. Mothers wrap their masks to muffle the sound of crying. The Jedi Guardians of Peace in name only look away. They sit in their temple high above a city of light while your people wither in shadows. They let Kalee starve. They let graves outnumber homes. Their silence cuts deeper than any Hook weapon. Hatred grows inside you. Hatred for the Hook. Hatred for the Republic that believed them. Hatred for the Jedi who spoke of justice yet gave you nothing. The bone gods whisper in your dreams, telling you vengeance is the only path left. And then salvation arrives. Tall moons in perfect robes, the sigil of the banking clan gleaming on their collars, step onto Kalee's dust. They speak in calm tones, offering credits, weapons, shipments of food. Their smiles never reach their eyes. Behind them stands a man cloaked in shadows, voice smooth, presence heavy. Count Dooku. He offers more than aid. He offers destiny. Armies that do not tire. Fleets that never hunger. Power enough to bring the galaxy to its knees. You take his offer. You leave Kalee behind. The shuttle climbs into orbit. Engines burning trails across the sky. And for the first time you see your world as a fragile circle in a sea of stars. From here, the shrines look like scratches, the villages like ash. For a moment, you believe you've secured its future. Then, fire erupts across the hull. Metal screams. The cabin tears apart. Your bones shatter. Organs rupture. Blood floods your lungs. The last thing you see is your mask spinning away. When you wake, it is not on Kalee. It is on Geonosis. White light blinds you. Tubes hiss, pumping fluid through your veins. Every breath rattles like a broken glass. You lift a hand, and a claw stares back. Your voice scrapes through a vocabulator. No longer Kalee, no longer human. Your eyes remain yellow and burning, but they are set into a skull of polished steel. Your heart beats inside a cage of geranium. Your lungs rasp without mercy. Wires hum at the base of your skull, feeding calculations into your thoughts before you form them. The surgeons call it enhancement. To you, it feels like burial. The body is fast, stronger than flesh, but every moment feels wrong, like wearing armor you can never take off. The cuff never leaves, a scar from the crash that mocks you in every battle. Servos whine when you move. Each sound reminds you you are more machine than warrior. Dooku greets you in the shadows. He calls you by a new name, etched into armor and spoken like a title. General Grievous. He places a lightsaber in your claw and begins your training. He teaches you the 7 forms of Jedi combat, ancient stances, parries, counters. Your processor memorizes them all, suggesting variations before he finishes. You spar until instinct is replaced with precision. When 2 arms are not enough, your frame splits into 4. 4 sabers ignite, spinning in a storm of plasma. For the first time since the crash, you feel power again. Your first Jedi falls quickly. His blade is still warm when you hang it on your belt. More follow. Some beg, some curse, some die in silence. Their hilts clink on your cloak. Proof you are not just a warlord, you are a hunter. The galaxy learns your new name. Entire fleets retreat when your flagship, the Malevolence, appears. Armies tremble at the sound of your cuff. For a time, you are exactly what Dooku promised. A nightmare made real. But nightmares fade. The war drags you to Coruscant, jewel of the Republic, city of endless towers and endless lights. From orbit it looks invincible, but your fleets pierce its defenses. Sirens wail, towers burn, and in the chaos you strike at the heart, the Supreme Chancellor himself. You seize him in his chambers and cage him on your flagship. For a moment, the galaxy gasps. It seems as though the Republic itself might collapse under your claws. But 2 Jedi reach your bridge. Obi-Wan Kenobi, patient and unbreakable, and Anakin Skywalker, reckless and dangerous. They carve through your ship, cutting down everything in their path. Kenobi's calm defense turns aside your storm. Skywalker's fury shatters Dooku. The Chancellor escapes. You flee through fire and wreckage, coughing smoke into ruined lungs. You are left with orders from a voice you have never seen. Sidious demands you fight on. Sidious demands you sacrifice fleet after fleet. Sidious demands you bleed for a war you now know you cannot win. For the first time, you understand. You were never meant to conquer. You were meant to stall. You are not a partner. You are a pawn. The end comes on Utapau, a sinkhole world where cities cling to stone cliffs above cavern mouths that echo like graves. You hide there with your droid legions, telling yourself you can rebuild, that you can still turn the war. But Kenobi comes, calm as ever, stepping off his gunship like a man who already knows the ending. You ignite your sabers. 1 splits into 4. The storm begins. Blades whirl faster than the eye can follow. Sparks shower cavern walls. The sound is a hurricane of plasma and steel. You drive him back, again and again. Claws gouging stone, cuff rattling your chest. Each strike shakes the platform. For a moment it feels as though you might finally break him. But Kenobi does not break. His defense holds. His patience endures. Every storm burns out. Yours does too. A stumble, a cuff at the wrong moment. He seizes a blaster, your own weapon, and fires into the cage that holds your heart. The shot tears through you. Fire blooms in your chest. Flames burst from your eyes and mouth. The geranium that kept you alive becomes your coffin. You collapse into the dust, sabers scattering, the sound of your cuff silenced at last. The galaxy does not stop. The Republic becomes an empire. The Separatist Council dies in hiding. Sidious takes his throne. Kalee still starves. The Jedi you hated are destroyed by another's hand. Your story ends not as a conqueror, not as a savior, not as a god, but as a pawn. Used, broken, discarded. And that's why it sucks to be General Grievous.